reviewing the news, pop culture, video games, movies, and shoes. Quincy and Justin with a nerdy forecast. So stay a while and welcome to the Ugly Mugs Podcast.
Welcome to the Ugly Mugs Podcast. I'm your host, Justin.
I'm your other host, Quincy.
It's cold, Q. But
It's getting a little chilly.
But I love it. I love it when it's cold. Last week we weren't around. We were both a little under the weather, but also Quincy was on the road. I was kind of in a headache and a daze, and I was also doing some Minecraft stuff that was giving me a headache. So I just kind of nudged us to do it this week. But there was a lot that has happened over the last 2 weeks, and we'll get over it in a moment. Drinking anything special, Q?
Oh, I just have a K-cup of Newman's.
Newman's?
What was it? What was it? Yeah.
Newman's Own?
About right?
Yeah. Maybe.
It's been a long week, and it's only
has.
Wednesday.
Yeah, but it's our Wednesday. As for me, I'm drinking a good old Fresca. But aside from the long week, how have you been, Q?
I got severe strep throat last weekend.
Yeah.
The weekend before.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean that I've been working other than that, so
We're gonna find you some time to just unwind, man.
If I unwind, there won't be anything to hold me together, and I'll fall apart.
True. I have been checking out this game in front of us, Destiny. The new update had dropped, and I was rolling my eyes because I didn't want to be hurt again. But they worked hard on it, and I'll go over it a little later in the cast. But as of right now, let's talk about the good old Humble Bundles. Got 4 big old bundles today. The first one's the Humble Choice Bundle, which has a whole bunch of pretty dang good games, such as Nine Souls, I guess the best way of putting it in today's terms would be a Silk Song-like that has some pretty gritty animations. Like a Dragon Gaiden, The Man Who Erased His Name, where you're put in the shoes of Kazuma Kiryu and trying to regain their name in their hometown. Streets of Rage 4, the spiritual successor to the Streets of Rage franchise. Lost Skies, a craft 'em up, build 'em up that's had a rough launch, but is slowly doing a bit better right now. That is being published by Humble Bundle.
That would be my roommate's dog losing his mind at something, and I don't know what.
Yo, me too. Intravenous 2, a stealth shooter that's like the original Metal Gear game. Not Metal Gear Solid, Metal Gear, where you're in a top-down position, shooting out lights and being all sneaky-beaky. I actually really like this one. Dungeon Tycoon, a voxel-made game that every room you create, you can make more traps or more monsters to stop looters/adventurers from taking bits and pieces of your beloved building/dungeon. Beholder Conductor. I tried figuring out what this is about. Like, I played the original Beholder point-and-click game, but Beholder Conductor kind of confused me a little bit. It seems like it's a sim game, but at the same time, it has story elements. I don't know. I'll dabble more into it later. And then Godlike Burger, which has a whole slew of bars and names and numbers. It's a tactic fighter where you need to cook food and survive. It's very interesting that you have to cook food and fight people at the same time. And then yet again, another...
That just sounds like a very good life.
I know, right? Especially if you work at a McDonald's in Northtown. But I digress. And then yet again another month. Yeah, it was my words. And another month of IGN Plus, which frankly is starting to look more and more better. Their reviews are still kind of hokey pokey, and I still believe that they're being paid off for some of them. But at least with some of most of them. Some of them that I've read, such as the one for Expedition 33, they had a lengthy drawl of both complaint, but they were criticism. They were actual like things that could have been worked on. But at the same time, they even commented later on that said, "This game isn't for me, but I still consider it to be a very good, well-built game." And I'm like, okay,
We need more of that understanding in the review world as a whole.
yeah. Yeah. But IGN Plus also has well built ecosystem of maps that you can interact with if you're a collector in a collectathon style game. If they've worked on one of those interactive maps, they actually have like checklists where you can check off things that you've already collected. Like they have one for Cyberpunk 2077. You can mark off things that you've already done, so that way you don't have to go into your your decks and actually make sure what you've collected and what you haven't. It even shows like all the hidden missions that you wouldn't see on your map. I'm like, that's kind of good. Yes, also in chat, thank you. Happy Wednesday to you. And yes, it is my birthday tomorrow. Ah, boy.
What are you turning? 25? 26?
I'm 26 with 12 years experience.
Hey, that's what they always expect us to have when we're applying for jobs.
That's true. That is true.
Listen, you need 12 years of experience to get into this entry-level position.
I know, right? What's that? You're 18? Well, you should have already had 12 years experience.
What have you been doing for the last 12 years, man? What do you mean high school?
What do you mean
high
being
school for 12 years? What do you mean school?
Yeah, what do you mean a baby? This, however, helps out probably one of the best charities in the world, Save the Children. Save the Children was not involved in the selection of the game content, and, of course, doesn't have any reflection of its views and opinion on what the charity is actually about. I love that they have to add this to make sure it's like, hey, these games, as violent as they are, as much blood as they show, does not reflect Save the Children. But
yeah.
But even still, it's a non-governmental organization dedicated to helping children around the world. Straightforward. 5% of the Humble Choice is going straight to that, plus every other active month, 1 month gets extra discounts in their store. And right now, their store has some really good sales from the Black Friday into Cyber Monday, and it's still going to be going until the 8th of December. Image Comics in the 2010s, or as they say in the 10s, 175 items for $18. I was like, holy shit. I could be scrolling down this list forever, but some of the notable mentions: East of West, Saga, I Hate Fairyland, The Ice Cream Man. One that I really liked was Nailbiter Returns, or Nailbiter the Original. Further down, you've got things like Revival, Rumble. Going even further down, you have Sea of Stars with some really nice looking covers. Going further down, you've got Strange Talent of Luther Strode, which has these like bloody knuckles and a tough guy on the cover. I like those kinds of covers. Going further down, I'm still going down, by the way. Descender, The Farmhand, Happy, which is was done up as a Netflix movie, I believe, not too long ago. And then going even further down, you've got Curse of Words, the original. Like, you don't have to pay too much just to get the first volume of most of these, so you can get a taste before you go all in on it. But even still, $18 for 175 comic books that are pretty dang good, and the covers are nice. Not too crazy. You don't have too many Image comics, do you?
I mostly have Spawn when it comes to Image. I do have a few like random bips and bobs. But yeah, Spawn's my main one that I own from Image.
Gotcha. The charity that this helps out is the BINC, the Book Industry Charitable Foundation. It's basically been around for 20 years, and it's a foundation. It's the only 501c3 in the country dedicated exclusively to strengthening the book industry by supporting the people who work in bookstores and comic shops. Since its inception, Bink has provided more than $7 million in financial assistance and scholarships to more than 7,800 plus families. Yeah, buddy. 2 more Humble Bundles. Whew. This one is
real quick. When you mentioned the Black Friday thing, I mean, and honestly, a lot of people talked about doing an economic blackout, and you question, where you should be spending your money nowadays. I feel like personally, Humble Bundle is one of the better places to go if you want to do some kind of digital gift to the gamer in your life. Because I mean, if you're going to be buying anything, why not throw it towards charity? So going through 3 and 4 and 5 of these, there's a little bit of something here for everyone, I feel.
Yeah, and they have a whole bunch of games under $5. Like Hotline Miami 2 is only $2, and it's probably one of my most favorite games of all time. I'm mad that it's only $2, but I get it. It's been out for a while though. They just have game upon game $4 for Slime Rancher 1, Shadow Warrior 2 Deluxe Edition with all the 2 DLCs, I believe, for only $3.39. I could be going down this list for ages, but I'll let you guys do some shopping to get your deals. Badoop. One of your favorite games of all time, Worms, is celebrating its 30th anniversary. And however, the new ones are kind of hit or miss with you, if I recall. Like Worms Rumble was not well received.
I don't remember really caring for Rumble. And there was another one that was also a little on.
WMD?
WMD, yeah. It wasn't too big on WMD. But, at the end of the day, there's plenty of Worms games to have fun with.
Like Armageddon, which is, I believe, the best of the best. It has all of the weapons, all the crazy ones, the holy hand grenade, and everything. But if you happen to want to support a good charity while getting all 12 of the Worms games, including the original from 1990, I believe 1990, well, wait, it's hitting 30 years, so 1995. Really?
Yes, because I'm 32.
Yeah, that's... I would have thought it came out earlier than that. I want to say I had it on DOS, which would have been earlier than 95. That's something to quell on, but, I mean, okay, I'll believe it. In Worms Reloaded, which came out a couple of years later, I remember getting that on a fucking demo disc, and it was the whole entire game on that demo disc. And it was fun as hell. Clan Wars, I didn't play. Pinball, I'm sure would be very fun. I'm okay with pinball games. Crazy Golf, Blast, World Party, Revolution, Ultimate Mayhem, and the aforementioned Armageddon. As I said, you get all 12 of these for $12 a buck a game, and it helps out a very simple charity called One Tree Planted. Every dollar they get, they plant a tree. Can't beat it.
Armageddon was always my favorite.
Yeah. If just watch the updated video for it, and sure, they may have updated a little bit of the graphics, but it's still the classic gameplay. And I believe they're even adding mod support in the near future for it. Badoop. Last but not least, Raw Fury, the Raw Summer to Remember 2025. I've played a lot of Raw Fury games, and they are very askew from being a normal game development company, or publisher, I should say, because they'll take most of the indie games and say, what's your game? That sounds fun. Let's help that. Such as Kathy Rain. Kathy Rain 2 just came out not too long ago, and it got big thumbs up from a lot of people as a original point-and-click adventure with a little bit of a thriller background into it. I kind of want to get this. I kind of want to get this bundle because it includes another one of my favorite games that I played on the Xbox One, and I never had a chance to play it on something that could handle this game. American Arcadia, a weird reality TV show that you're living the life of. Scald Against the Black Priory, a interesting Lovecraftian horror story with some, I want to say... Oh, quiet you. Pixelated graphics and Might and Magic style gameplay. I might hop into this one too. The first Kathy Rain, done up the director's cut, so it's a reimagining of the 2016 original. Bad North, Jotun Edition. This one's on Game Pass right now, but I wouldn't mind playing it on PC. Looks like it would probably play a little bit better on PC. The game I was talking about, Call of the Sea, where you are a woman finding her missing husband's expedition and then having to solve these very strange puzzles while also being like, oh, wait, there's some weird shit on this island. And doing some interesting puzzles to figure out what happened to him.
I remember vaguely playing that one at some point.
Yeah, I need to go back. As said, I'm probably gonna get this bundle just because I really want to go through Kathy Rain. I've been interested in it, and then Call of the Sea. Yeah, definitely. However, one game that I don't know I would be too into, Atomic Crops, a very strange planting farming adventure where you're needing to remember the game I was mentioning not too long ago where you have to fight and cook food with the yeah, this one you have to plant, farm, and it's kind of like Plants vs Zombies where you need to plant them and then have them help you kind of fight and defend. It gets really weird. I remember seeing some really interesting plays of this game, but it's got a nice twin stick shooter style gameplay that looks fun. I'll still check it out. Sable, a adventuring climbing mystery style game that kind of gives Shadow of the Colossus, but with a little bit of diesel punk kind of thrown in. I think I already own this one, so I'll probably throw it out sometime tomorrow. Regions of Ruin. This one was a 2D platformy with wall jump tech, but done in a very interesting short range 8-bit pixels. I don't know about this one. It looks fine, but I don't know. I want a little bit more to what I'm looking at. Town Scraper. I've seen this one on the Switch. This one was a part of its the Switch launch where you build up little cities and it has little puzzle elements that are like, hey, put these in these colorways and build it block by block. It's fine. It's not really much
I
of
played
a
this on Game Pass at one point. I couldn't fully wrap my head around it, but it kept my attention for a little bit.
good. And I'm sure it would probably be a little bit better on PC too. Tales Noir, which was also known as Backbone before it had to change its name. I don't know why it did, but it had to do that. Um, you play as a raccoon detective, and you're basically broke, and you finally get a case, and it's a nice little noir story. It gets a thumbs up from me. I've only played through about half of it. I did a little bit on stream a long time ago and I got a little confused, and then I switched it up to some other game. But you also get Tales Noir Prelude, the prequel to Tales Noir. You know, Friends versus Friends, a 4v4 style shoot 'em up game where you are on moving vehicles on the moon with no gravity. 1v1, 2v2, online. Okay, so yeah, it's small fights. You also get cards that you can use, so it's got that little bit of frag punk style gameplay. I don't know if I'm gonna hop into this one as well. I also own this one, so I don't know. And then of course the best game of all, Pizza Possum. I played through this one, and it's only a 2-hour game, but it is a delight to play.
I bought this one. Me and Sean really wanted to play it. We bought it on Xbox before finding out that it's couch co-op only. I know that's not a problem on Steam, but you know we were both console playing, so it was very much a letdown.
They should have mentioned that in the frickin' sell page, because that's some horseshit. This should be online multiplayer.
I mean, if you go to like the actual like breakdown, it's in there, but it doesn't. It's not like it warns you before you buy it or anything.
Yeah. But even still, it's a very fun game. It's about 2.5 hours if you're wanting to do everything. It has an extra little level after you're done with the main one. That's like a challenge mode. I didn't really do it, but it was there. You also get coupons for Billionaire, which I found very fun and very interesting for a ball dropping, like a Plinko clone. I don't really know what to call it. Also, Cassette Beast, 60% off of Cassette Beast. This game I recommend if you're a fan of Pokemon, but you want a little bit more with your Pokemon game. This is a pretty good one. It was among the early ones to kind of take a strike back and say you can do a lot with your Pokemon game if you actually put in the time and effort. And it just got recently a free update that added 20 new creatures and like a whole area. They are working very hard on Cassette Beasts, even now. And this one also helps out Save the Children. For $12, that's a fucking deal. I recommend this one very highly.
That's quite the group.
Yeah. But that's enough of the good old humble bundles. Let's get to the bad news first. So, with all this words and jargon and things that you don't want to read right now, Micron owns Crucial. Crucial makes regular RAM sticks that power PCs, solid state drives that hold a lot of memory, etc. They released a statement that said, hey, we might not see a lot of money come in because we've had to grow profits some way. Oops. Our cost of RAM sticks have gone up drastically, almost 600%. We need to now cut losses. Okay, well, we can now redeploy some of our team members to other existing opening positions. So they're not downsizing, they're just mid-maxing where people are moving. They're downsizing the things such as the memory core area and moving them to, let's say, I was going to say memory core, but I don't know, because they're also saying every day the innovations that our people create fuel the data economy, enabling advances in artificial intelligence and compute-intensive applications that unleash opportunities from the data center to the intelligent edge and across the client and mobile user experience. What that means is they know that their stuff is being bought out by a lot of AI tech junkies, such as Microsoft, such as Ubisoft, such as EA. We'll get to them in a minute. But they realize that all of these AI-driven growing empires are buying RAM sticks, a lot of RAM sticks, which means, and as it's memed over here, two sticks of 16 gigabyte DDR5 6000 megahertz RAM sticks was only, I believe, $200, and that was pretty fair. Now, as of Black Friday, they were up, I believe, on sale for $549, and that was sale. That was sale price. Original price $749 for the same RAM sticks. Now, I don't know what this is going to do for the next 6 to 12 months. AI, I feel, is going to be a fad that's going to get quickly thrown down a flight of stairs just because
waiting for that bubble to burst.
I am praying that bubble explodes, taking down all of these AI lover boys with them, because AI is not a creative tool. It is not something that can do creation. It can help with computation. It can help with like scientific computation. It will stick with computation. I will say that. But as far as a creation tool, it does not compute. Creation of something creative comes from the heart. It does not come from a mind that's learning. But I digress. However, let's still stick with the strange news. We talked about GameStop doing their Trade Anything promotion on December 6th, in 3 days from now. We mentioned that they'll take taxidermy, they'll take hats, sunglasses, clothing, and donate the things that are applicable to, places that will take them, like donation places, Goodwill, etc. However, they've also kind of limited it down a little bit more, such as trade value will be set at $5 store credit, which means that is the maximum you will get for whatever you're trying to trade in. So try not to trade anything too pricey. Items traded toward the promotion are not applicable toward local trade hold restrictions, so things that are on shelf only. And I was like, okay, cool, I guess. Pokemon cards are still being traded for full value, so try and uh don't be like, oh, I'm gonna trade my Pokemon card. No. Some GameStops will actually trade Pokemon cards for cash. So try and find one near you that will do the Pokemon card trading. Speaking of which,
You know that there's people who are going to go in and just take all their penny cards in.
that's true, and that's fine also. You can do that, but don't do something that a GameStop recently bought a Grade Mint 10 holographic Gengar, I believe from the 99 set. I'm not sure which set that is, but they bought it for $33,000 with the bring down price of $30,000. And I was like, what GameStop said yeah to that? Like the turnaround is insane for Pokemon cards, but sure, do whatever, I guess. It confuses me that someone's got $30,000 cash for a single Pokemon card at a GameStop.
It's all store credit.
Yeah, I know, right? I would sincerely, I mean, if it was store credit, that would be still really good. But even still, if you got something that you've been meaning to get rid of, something small, that a hat that is in new condition, but you aren't gonna wear it, go ahead and take it over for $5 at GameStop. At least they're doing something with these that are gonna be donated to charity.
Someone's going to take in all their mismatched socks.
I've got a couple. I might as well, give me $5 off something. Heading over to the Game Pass. Over the last 2 weeks, we've had a lot of very good drops on Game Pass, such as Clover Pit, a game I have on PC that I would recommend very highly if you enjoy gambling and roguelite adventures. Total Chaos, a very interesting horror story with a very guttural, very visceral style melee combat. Monsters are coming. Rock and Road. I don't know anything about this game, but it sounds cool. And then a game that is strangely online again, The Crew Motorfest, an Ubisoft original. I don't know about that. I'm probably not going to hop into that one, but I'm glad that it's there, I guess. However, that's not the only releases. More popped on, such as Young Sons. I saw glimmers of it through the video. I did not hop into this one, but I did have it downloaded. Banishers, Ghost of New Eden. I did hop into this one. I kind of like it, but it's a lot of talking. It's a lot of investigatory stuff before you get actually into the meat of the combat. It's very focused entertainment. If you played Vampire, you might like this one.
I liked Vampire.
Vampire, well, okay, in that sense, you also had Vampire that was you had a lot of talkie parts, and then you could kind of just go off and do your own thing. Banishers kind of has that exact. And then Killer with Fire 2, where you play as a spider killing company trying to kill a bunch of spiders with fire while also trying to minimize damage.
Exterminator is the word you're looking for, buddy.
Exterminator, thank you. Well, there are also weird acid-spitting spiders, so Killer, I want them dead. If you had an acid-spitting spider, would you be called an exterminator? No, you want to
house
kill
is
it
the
dead.
spiders now.
Yeah, just burn the whole house down. But it's a very fun little party game. You and up to 4 friends total can hop in and try and get rid of these spiders. There's also, I believe they've added it with this one, an arachnophobia mode where you now don't have to look at spiders, but it's still kind of weird looking at them. But guess what? Even more! Lost Records, Bloom and Rage, a storytelling game very reminiscent of, oh boy. I remember the subtitle for it, Before the Storm. What was it called?
Oh my god, Life is Strange.
Thank you.
I was like, it's the tip of my tongue.
Thank you. Very reminiscent of Life is Strange, where
I never did finish that. I gotta go back and finish that at some point.
The first chapter? Oh yeah, the whole first chapter.
All of them.
Oh, okay. Even still, the first chapter is amazing.
I own the whole run.
Okay. First chapter is amazing. Second one, I don't know. I had a rough time finishing it, but I still finished it. It's fine. Before the Storm was a good preamble and I enjoyed it, but at the same time, once you already play the first, I would say if you can right now, play Before the Storm and then go into the first chapter. But that's just me knowing everything now. And I didn't play the last one, the one with the two brothers. I don't know nothing about it. But Lost Records definitely continues on with the teenage story where you have a life to lead, and yet things are not quite as they seem. And I might download this one and take a peek at it because I do like storytelling games. So we'll pop into it. And another game popped out on the 2nd of December, Marvel Cosmic Invasion. I have it downloaded, but I haven't really hopped into it yet. I've been, at the same time, playing another game that we'll talk about in a minute. A very unfortunate release window for a lot of these games, because I want to play this, but it's like, goddamn. And then earlier today, they announced they're coming soon for this month, and it's packed. Well, kind of packed. Mortal Kombat 1. Routine, a game that looks like you are on the moon trying to figure out that there's something on the moon that you gotta kill. What was the saying? Moon's haunted? Yeah, Moon's
Moon's
haunted.
haunted.
Dome Keeper, a nice little low poly adventure that you're trying to defend. It's kind of like a tower defense, I would say. Death Howl, a Souls-like deck building game that has a very nice looking art style. I caught a glimpse of that. A game about digging a hole. There's not much more to it than that. You are literally just digging a hole. Bratz Rhythm and Style. I don't know if I'm going to hop into that one.
Yeah, I think that one might be a pass for me.
Yeah. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. Now, this is already on the premium pass, or it's crossing over from the Ultimate to the premium pass, but it's also joining the cloud gaming, I believe. 33 Immortals is coming out of its first iteration and popping back onto Game Preview for premium. Monster Train 2 is going from the Ultimate over to premium as well. Spray Paint Simulator, I don't know nothing about it, but it sounds like it would be fun. If you can do graffiti, that would be cool, but I don't know nothing about it, I said. If you want to rule the stars, Stellaris is a marvelous game. I recommend playing this on PC over console, but no. Medieval Dynasty, I've heard that this was using AI assets, so I don't know. If you like doing a medieval sim, Medieval Dynasty is your go-to. If you want 50 billion fucking zombies on screen at a time, World War Z is your man. Playing this, I actually really enjoy it, but the story is a little nonsensical, so don't go in for the story, go in for the ass-kicking. But that's all coming this month. That's pretty good for Xbox, considering they've been doing banger after banger after banger.
Mortal Kombat's probably the one on that list I'm most excited for.
As for me, I'm kind of excited for Death Howl. I really like that art style, and maybe Stellaris. I'll check out the Series S port of Stellaris. But nope. Oh right, I brought up Marvel. What's it called? And I just wanted to mention all 15 characters are available, and they all look really fun to play. They all have nice little taunts. It's nice. Dead Format finally has a release date. I think we talked about this during the Horror Fest 2025 in November 3rd, I believe. I had mentioned it briefly. But scary shit on a VHS tape, that's already something, well, a Betamax actually. That's a thumbs up from me. I really like its art style, its direction, its live action cutscenes. I might hop into this one if it's not that expensive, but I am very excited to see more from this game. Don't want to give too much away. Fortnite has been doing some very interesting turns, such as all of November, they had the Simpsons theme stuff. They released Itchy and Scratchy as a skin and sidekick. They had Homer Simpson in his tidy whities as a specialty skin. And I went, holy crap, they're really going all in on The Simpsons this month. Next month we're going to be getting Kill Bill. That was the only leak that I had seen. And then they showed the image of what's to come, and then on the top right I see Marty McFly. And I was like, okay, we're getting Back to the Future.
It's wild to me how much Back to the Future stuff has come out post the. This year's the 40th anniversary.
Yeah.
And there wasn't, like, they didn't do a lot for it.
But a lot of people are doing things, like a lot of outsourced things are. In Japan, there was a guy who bought a U.S. DeLorean, modified it to take to be Japanese, left-hand drive, or no, right-hand drive. I'm sorry, and then he went to a Starbucks and dressed up
Yeah, I
as
saw
Marty
the
McFly,
drive-through.
and I was
He
like,
had like opened the gull-wing door so that they could hand him the food because you can't open the window.
I was like, that is also a very strange way to build a car, but funny nonetheless.
Yeah. So I mean, the whole car is weird. So
Yeah.
Back to the Future came out July 3rd, 1985. So 40th anniversary is July 3rd, and then we had Back to the Future Day, October 21st. And Universal didn't do really anything on either of those dates. And now
Not
here we have been
not
like
in
the
the
end of November.
not in the U.S. They
Well, hold
didn't.
on.
Okay.
Well, I mean, what did Universal do for those dates in other countries?
In Japan, they had a Marty McFly look-alike sitting in front of a car, the DeLorean, and spouting off a lot of the references, and like when asked, he would be like, "Well, hey, what's your favorite time to go to?" He's like, in the Michael J. Fox voice. Well, I really like the 1985. That's probably one of my favorite times to always visit. You
Yeah,
know,
but
and
that's
I'm
still
like,
not much of anything, and that's if that it was even actually Universal. So they didn't really do anything on the 3rd. They didn't do anything on the 21st of October. And then the end of November and now the beginning of December, there's been all these things. Like we got
oh yeah.
the Hey Dudes, the Crocs, the Polly Pocket. We got the ad for the new Casio. And now this. And I'm just like, don't get me wrong, like, Marty coming into Fortnite, that's cool. I'm glad everything's happening. Why did we wait? Why didn't we do it uh during the actual 40th anniversary? Like, yeah, it's still technically the same year of the 40th anniversary, but why didn't we do it back in July? Why didn't we do anything um in October for like the actual Back to the Future date? And like the general response of like that I'm probably gonna get from people is, well, they did the summer thing at Universal, and you could walk around Hill Valley, and you could see like the different scenes from the movies. And it's like, but they did that for several things. That wasn't exclusive for the 40th anniversary. All the cool stuff they're doing for it isn't very much post the actual anniversary, and it's just weird to me.
Yeah, I concur. Like over the last 2 months, I've seen more Back to the Future stuff on both my feed and just browsing down Twitter than I have in the last 3 years, probably. And it kind of boggles the woggle a little bit, but at the same time, I'm happy to see it. I'm happy that it's still receiving the love 40 years later. Um,
Yeah, no, and I'm glad it's getting some love. It's just a weird way to go about it.
I also saw a Twitter post that said, "Yo, these kicks are really nice." Being the Nike Self Lace shoes. So let me zoom in a little bit so that way I can show it on screen. These were a part of the thing, and obviously I think they were using the Godzilla skin because you could put shoes on Godzilla, which still makes me smile every time I see new shoes on Godzilla. But you see these shoes, and they said, "Yo, these shoes are amazing. If only we could buy them, in the real world." And the posts down below were just being like, what's your budget? Because the last time these sold was, I believe, 38K at the charity. And then all of the extra resellers and whatnot were like the non self lacing ones, the off ones were still like
Mhm.
$1,300, $1,400. I'm like,
Yeah,
Jesus.
I'm looking at pairs right now. We've got 23,000, 30,000, 24,000, 30,000.
Oh
Here's a
yeah.
light up pair from Halloween costume place. They don't look the best, but they light up for 120.
okay, 120 is doable. But
Yeah.
even still, it's amazing that people will become sneakerheads over this today. And then back over to the Kill Bill, they released a 10-minute long Yuki's Revenge, almost rated R, video. They used bitch, they used Japanese version asshole Bakera, um, and they used actual voice lines from the actors. They used Uma Thurman and I forget the female who plays Yuki. Pause. Miyu Ishidate Roberts and Uma Thurman. They work really well together in this, and then of course it has a few of the tropes of Fortnite, while having like a guy and Jonesy wearing the skeleton outfit, eating his popcorn, doing emotes. Further on, you have Peely coming out with a shotgun and then being told to go back inside. I'm like, okay, they worked very hard on this animation. And then they said, well, these skins, both for Yuki and for Uma Thurman, the bride, are going to be in Fortnite. And for this battle pass, the very first time you purchase the battle pass, you get Uma Thurman, the bride. I was like, shit, bet. Then they said, we're going to just revamp the entirety of the game. The game feels so much better now. I have no idea what the guys at Epic Games are doing right now, but this shit is cool. Is fantastic now. It gets a solid thumbs up from me. I'm gonna probably do some more Fortnite either later today or tomorrow, but even still, good shit. Good job, Epic Games. The only downside is you're run by Tim Sweeney, who is all in on AI.
Gross.
Mm-hmm.
But don't like it, don't trust it, don't want it, hate it.
A company that's both working on AI, but luckily their games aren't, the games being developed for aren't, I should say, is the Xbox Partners. And their Xbox Partner preview was last week. I would have really liked to have talked about it last week, but even so. A fantastic showcase of games. Armantis, a game where you are pretty much like a reaper of sorts with an AK, and you just run around, and it has this really gritty look to it. It's kind of gray, but in a good way. The Mound, Omen of Cthulhu, has this very dark presence about it. Dave the Diver and their new The Jungle DLC. Crowsworn, a Silk Song-like game, I guess is the best way of putting it in today's times. Echo Generation 2, a very fun little beat-em-up style game. Vampire Crawlers, a deck builder set in the Vampire Survivors world. 007 First Light, got another preview for it, but no new information. We do see bit better models of the vehicles he drives in the game. It's fine. Roadside Research, a game where you play aliens trying to figure out how to run a gas station. That's fine. A game we had mentioned. Ooh.
I was just gonna say I don't think I need a game for that.
That is true. Total Chaos, a game we talked about earlier, dropped that same exact day that the Xbox Partner preview happened. Reanimal, by the developers behind Little Nightmares and Little Nightmares 2 and Little Nightmares 3. Erosion, probably one of the few games where I was like, man, this voxel style looks really bad. But all of a sudden, like as soon as the gameplay started up, I said, ooh, never mind. I'm sorry I hit you. I didn't know your game was like that. Erosion actually looks like it's going to be a fun game when it drops. Zoopunk, a anthropomorphic game that I didn't know was a sequel until you told me about it. And I'll talk about it more in a few moments. Clover Pit, as I said, a gambling roguelite where all you're doing is pulling a handle of a slot machine and hoping to God you don't get dropped. Hitman World of Assassination has a new assassination client. What do they call it?
Elusive Target.
Thank you. Tides of Annihilation with its very flashy Dark Souls meets Expedition 33 meets Nier Automata style animations. It was very bright, very flashy, very cinematic. A lot of budget looks like it was put into it, but your guess is as good as mine if I know what the fuck it's about. And then a teaser for a sequel to Raji called Raji Kali Yuga. And I gotta say it looks good, but sadly it was just a little teaser for future. But the two things we'll talk about is Zoopunk, which was a sequel to Fist, forged in Shadow Torch, a game that was dropped in 2015, I believe you said?
No,
Oh,
it
okay.
was newer than that.
Okay, 2021 it says here, and I was like, I didn't know if it had like
Yeah,
a
yeah,
console.
21.
Okay. But it's a side scroller for this one, while the new Zoopunk is a really good looking hack and slash. It almost feels like uh, the Jedi Survivor with a little bit more grit and blood thrown in. I kind of like it. As much as I kind of detest against, I don't want to say detest against, but don't have a like for furry characters. Face it, we all liked Gadget from Rescue Rangers, but I don't know about playing as them. Looks cool, looks great, looks fantastic. I'll definitely hop into it if it hops on Game Pass, literally. But I don't know if it is. It did not say in the announcement that it was going to drop on Game Pass, which kind of bummed me out a little. And then over to the Hitman thing, which was I was completely blindsided by it. Like this was late in the announcements, and when I saw the Hitman thing, I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And I saw Shady, and I was like, wait, oh, wait, wait. And I wish I recorded my reaction to it, because I was just giggling the
Still doing
whole.
reaction videos.
Yeah, I need to start doing that, but because I was just giggling the entire time that this trailer was playing, and I was like, I like some Shady. I like Eminem. Eminem's pretty fine. I've grew up with his music, but having it have this weird elusive target with an insane asylum, and you hear his music as you're going about, and you're trying to kill Marshall Mathers's alter ego. I was like, okay, that's kind of cool. It gets a soft golf clap. And good news, it's a part of Game Pass now, so you could just hop into it. It's available from December 1st until December 31st, so hop on that one and go and kill Slim Shady. Are you gonna go kill Slim Shady?
How long do I have to?
December 31st, end of the month.
Yeah, I'll probably go do it.
Hell yeah! Something that I'm going to be doing, especially tomorrow for my birthday, is playing Destiny. However, Destiny's been doing a little flim-flammy, and I'll explain in a moment. But with that moment, Destiny Rising is still releasing characters for their gacha because it's a free-to-play that you could put money into to draw cards. And with those cards, you can get one of their new cowboy gunslingers that has a golden gun featurette that I was like, see, this is more shit that I want. And then I noticed something in this trailer. He's a ghost killer. And I was like, oh, wait, we actually have a bad guardian. And I was like, okay, this is more of what I want in a story right now. Is a you're approaching me with a want of my stuff. I'm just gonna kill you and make sure you're dead forever. And then later on in the trailer, he pops his super. He has two golden guns and just starts lighting up all these cabal. And I'm like, why can't we have this in D2, man? Fuck. But Destiny Rising still looks fantastic. They're running a campaign right now for all of December, leading up until their version of the Dawning, which is like Christmas time, which December 16th in both Rising and D2. Now it's time to get to the grit of how much I actually enjoy Renegades, up until the point that I'm at right now. I love it. I love Renegades. So far, it has gotten me to be like very invested in the story. However, servers are first day was very rough. It was hard getting in. The music is very Star Wars, very orchestral, very somber tones. You're while overlooking the two sons of Tatooine. You know, it feels very Star Wars, but still remaining with the identity of Destiny. I'm like, okay, you guys knew the job that you had at hand and went with it. Good job, Bungie. I'm glad you didn't fuck this up. Along with Renegades, you also get 300 more vault uh, space. You also get boost to 300. You get a whole slew of extra nonsensicals. Is it worth the $40 price tag? So far, kind of. I'm feeling like it is. It's got
40
some.
feels so high.
40 does feel very high, but with all the extra stuff that you get with that 40, it does feel high. But I'm sure in probably a month and a half, 2 months, it'll probably be on sale for like 30. And then I'd be like, it's even more fair. But as of the as much fun as I'm having right now with the new age strikes that are on Mars and Venus, and the new subsystem that you can earn new loot, and the rewards that you're actually getting for doing these, I'm giving it a solid pass. It's fun. I'm actually having fun. I'm not, rubbing my forehead and being like, okay, what the fuck do I have to do now? No, it's more of a, okay, I can't wait to get to this. I still haven't built my lightsaber. That means I still have more story to go through to get to that point. Um, the lightsaber color you get is random up to, I think, the 4 original colors. And then if you want to get black, you got to do the dungeon. And if you want one of the specialty hilts that allows you to get like Eager Edge or whatnot, I think Eager Edge is going to be in the dungeon as well. So they are saying, hey, you want more abilities with your lightsaber? You already paid for Renegades. You get the dungeon, so hop into the dungeon. Go and do the dungeon if you want more lightsaber colors. I'm like, okay. They also have some pay pay to use lightsaber colors, such as a gradient that goes from blue to green, and it kind of does like this strobe effect. It even has a couple other colors that are exclusive to the store. I think white and a specialty hilt that looks like bone. And I'm like, okay, so
We just
they're.
need purple with the hilt to say bad motherfucker.
Oh god, I hope I get purple. I hope I get purple. I don't know if purple is one of the ones that you have to do a specialty mission on the harder difficulty, but I'll do more research into that tomorrow. I've been trying to stay as like blind as possible, so that way I don't go in knowing what to expect. But Socks has already cried to the story, so that is already a good sign of good storytelling. It made me go, I want to beat this motherfucker up. So I'm excited to continue. That being said, I like some of the new cosmetics that has been coming out, such as one that allows you to spray paint walls with your class color or class emblem. And I was like, okay, you guys are learning how to do texture mapping. Good for you guys, Bungie. And then, at the same drop of Renegades, they said, "You guys want to be a Mandalorian? You guys wanna look like Boba Fett?"
I mean, those are actually really, really nice.
I know. 2,000 silver to get this skin. You have to put at least 25 bucks on, and I'm like, I don't know if I can do that. I came really close to, because the Titan gets the Mando. And you can color them, and you can color them.
See, that's one of the things I don't like about this is because it's like I don't like even when I did play, I didn't play a Titan. I only played a Hunter, so it's like
Well,
so who am I here? Am I Boba?
You're Boba.
Okay.
And I mean, Boba's cloak looks pretty cool, and it's
No, it looks amazing. Like the Boba set's amazing, but I would want all three, and the fact that I can only do one would really suck.
Yeah. I mean, they did this with the other two Star Wars drops, such as I freaking we got the Stormtrooper. I was like, man, I like it, but I don't want to dress up like a Stormtrooper. What Darth? Oh, we got Darth. Oh, okay. So, pick and choose. Hunter's got Darth Sidious, or not Darth Sidious. Grievous. That's his name. And I was like, eh, eh. You got the weird legs too, and I was like, nah, I'm good. Hunters can keep that. But I digress. The skins look amazing. The emotes look amazing. It seems like they've finally found a good stride. They've made a huge apology when Renegades dropped and said, we're gonna make rewards feel more rewarding for you guys. Like it took me so long to reach Power Light 400 in beginning of Ash and Iron, which was last season. And then now they allow you to keep it, but I'm feeling like I'm growing at least 2 to 3 light levels completely in a good span of time. And they're dropping things left and right. Like my post box is starting to get full and I'm like, "Oh, okay, you guys are actually paying me to do this. Good. Good work, Bungie. I hope that I don't get disappointed in you in the near future. Keep up the good work, but at the same time, I'm not going to be buying your skins, no matter how much I want to buy them. I really want to buy it.
Like
Oh,
it's the thing is we gotta, people just gotta not give into the
like
microtransaction.
you can't see it, Quincy, but I'm biting my lip. I really want to buy it.
I know,
uh,
I'm sure.
but as all good must come down, let's talk about Marathon for a moment. We talked about it maybe 4 months ago about how Anti-Real, a artist, had their art stolen by the Marathon art crew, and now the Marathon art issue has been resolved with Bungie and Sony Interactive Entertainment to my satisfaction, quote unquote, from Anti-Real. Now, down below in the comments are a bunch of people showing off, stacks of paper in front of individuals such as Mayweather showing off his $10 million that he got from one of his boxing matches. And then further down, you got people counting cash, et cetera, et cetera. I'm curious to know. There are reports that say that possible over 250K plus credit notification. I'm like, but how credible is this? And of course, probably Anti-Real signed an NDA or something of the sort that was pretty much we now own rights to your art, but at the same time, you still own your art. Cool. Good for him. I hope that it was a decent amount. I mean, if it was to his satisfaction, good for him. But I'm happy that they finally made a resolution. And let's go even further down. Saudi Arabia will reportedly own 93.4% of the game publishers that EA own. $55 billion, man. Can we get $55 billion? Can we get $55 billion in chat?
I'd be happy to get $55.
remember remember to like and subscribe. Check out our Twitch every Wednesday at around 7 o'clock, maybe a little later. Put up a little bit of cash. But $55 billion to buy out EA. That's wild to me.
Yeah.
You gave me a little bit of insight before we got started, and I scrubbed
Yeah.
my beard, and I said, this is going to be a weird one. We'll have to see what it
Yeah.
does.
There's a lot to this, and there's a lot to these kinds of purchases, and there's been a lot going on with that part of the world and these kinds of purchases. And
Yeah.
yeah.
I also read a little bit more than the first couple of paragraphs that I read. So I'm going to read a quote from this Mark Warren, a senior staff writer at Rock Paper Shotgun. I've read a few of his stuff in the past, and I didn't know it until now. The remaining $20 billion will come from a loan set to be dished out by JP Morgan Chase Bank, with a generative AI reportedly being viewed as a way of repaying the debt by slashing EA's running cost in this coming years. Sigh.
Mm-hmm.
And then further down, it goes into a little bit more of a detail of who's going to be owning what, who's going to be shoving around extra cash. aside from this one, though, might as well get it out of the way. Tencent is going to be putting a heavy purchase into Ubisoft. Oh, wait, it's only worth $1.3 billion. Oh, okay. So they're going to be doing a handshake, and this is for Vantage Studios, the division in charge of Assassin's Creed, Far Cry, and Rainbow Six. Assassin's Creed has a game like almost every other year. Pretty good, pretty solid. Far Cry, we haven't seen anything since um 5 and the
No, we just
DLC for
had
5.
no.
Did we have 6?
Yeah, that's the one with Gustavo. What's his name?
Oh, that's right. I never played that one. You're right. That was not too long
Um,
ago. You're correct.
that was 2021.
Okay, that's not too terrible.
Uh, uh, Esposito.
That's right. Okay.
Giancarlo Esposito. And then they did that like DLC type of thing where they focus on the 3 top villains from previous games.
Oh, that's
After that,
right. That's
yeah. So
right.
there's been a little bit. There's been a little bit.
And then, well, this one hasn't had a little bit. Rainbow Six, which they keep pushing onto Siege, and I'm like, stop pushing Siege! Stop giving it to Siege! They said that there was going to be a Rainbow Six style movie, but I'm worried that it's going to end up like, what's that Keith Urban movie? SWAT? Yeah. No, it was Keith Urban? I don't even
The
remember, just
SWAT
because.
is the SWAT movie is a bunch of people. I don't think it's
Yeah.
Keith Urban. It's
No,
Colin
that's
and
right.
Jeremy Renner, Samuel Jackson. I do believe it's based.
Yeah.
It's based off the old TV show.
Right. But I feel like if they were to do a Rainbow Six movie, it would have to be very revolutionary for the Rainbow Six series, just because you have a whole slew of games that have pretty okay story. Like it doesn't have a major story. It's pretty much, oh, terrorist is doing thing. Stop terrorist. That's Rainbow. That's Rainbow in a nutshell. And having it tie into a big overarching dramatic story, I just feel like it wouldn't work, but the movie was in production. Meanwhile, you have the Splinter Cell anime that dropped on Netflix not too long ago. I have it on my watch list. I haven't watched it yet, and that's on me, but I'll probably watch it
They're
in the near
supposed to
future.
also be doing. They're supposed to also be doing a Division project.
That's right. Is that from Vantage?
I have no idea.
I also have no idea. Ubisoft
I
is
think it's
in.
supposed to be a live action show.
Oh, that caused me to lean back a little bit. If they do
Let me go
it,
check.
okay. But even still, if Tencent has any push pull, I'm worried that AI is going to slowly begin to weed its way into Ubisoft and begin to like shove people down a flight of stairs. Because reminder, Ubisoft is the one who said, and I quote, "You may not be owning your games." Not really exact. Yeah, get ready to not own your games. There we go. That's the exact verbiage.
It was players get used to not owning their games or something like that.
Yeah. And I'm like, well, that's not a good thing to say. And as this comment says, that statement was really the start of the downfall for Ubisoft. And I'm like, yeah, kind of. Oh, and there's even more here.
Oh, that's right. I remember now. So originally they were working on a Division with Gyllenhaal and Chastain for Netflix, but COVID delayed that, and then the thing just fell into like production hell.
Okay, so it'll probably stay there for a while because I'm worried about what'll happen. Howdy in chat. I don't. I hope AI just doesn't seed its way into Ubisoft. Like
I'm
I've
sure it will.
uh, Ubisoft, you can do so much better. And here's the thing: you did nothing for Rayman's 25th anniversary. You can do something for Rayman's 25th anniversary. It'll sell. People like Rayman. Seriously.
I'm just gonna stick to I'm just gonna keep sticking to indie probably for a lot of my stuff because,
I mean,
like, don't get me wrong, I want more in the Division franchise. I absolutely love the Division. Even
I
the
do
books were
too.
interesting and all that. But if it's gonna be AI slop, and if you're gonna be firing people, and if it's gonna be full of loot boxes, and we'll keep buying the DLCs to actually continue the story because we didn't give you the whole story in the game, and it's gonna be 70, 80, $90 digital game like that, then it's not gonna happen.
You
It's not
got
gonna
me
happen.
into Division 2. Like, I was not interested in it in the slightest, and you're like, I'm gonna be playing this. I'm like, okay, I'll check it out. And I wound up beating through the whole thing. And then I was gonna get started on the Warlords of New York, but then I kind of trailed off. But even still, I had a great time going through Division 2. It's a fine time.
I mean, they're still supposed to be working on three. We were supposed to get that mobile game. We were supposed to get the open world game. Both of those like fell into a mess. One of them got canceled. I don't know.
You used to be a good company. Now I don't know what to think of you. Oh well. Oh, any other things you got for gaming?
I think that's it.
Then I guess it's time for shoe news. I'm just gonna wait till they show up on your screen. While you're doing that, I'm gonna get a drink.
They're there.
They're there.
I hate them. Why do they have metal claws? What is going on?
I think they're plastic, but even still, as of October 31st, the Bravest Studios dropped a very fuzzy Sully from Monsters Inc. style shoe or slip-on shoe, and I'm like, these are adorable, but I don't know. I don't know if they're the epitome of fashion, but they do look the part. Um, they look fine. I got nothing to really say about them. I'm happy they exist, but I would never wear them. If you want to look them up, look up Monster Claws on Bravest Studios.
Or don't and just be happy.
True that. However, if you like Crocs, over on Crocs right now, they re-releasing the Twilight ones with better gibbets this time around, so you can actually front for Team Jacob or Team Edward. And they even have the platform ones that make you look like you're on stilts. Hold on, do they actually show them here? Let me see. Yeah, there they are. Yeah, if you wanna wear the oh, what the fuck do they call them? The dancing style shoe, the platform ones. Yeah, let me see the gibbets. There's the
I hate
gibbet.
everything about this.
I do
I hate
too. I don't
everything.
like Twilight. I hate Twilight. Twilight is probably the worst
Why does it have a charm bracelet?
because
Why is
that's
there a charm bracelet on the
because
croc?
because it's what fucking Bella got from fucking Edward. I think I don't remember. I don't really care. I watched the first movie and I just did not like it, and I wanted to jump off of a building. I hated the
I
movie.
think I've seen the entire franchise. Most through my fingers.
I,
Um,
I'm just gonna go. There we go.
Definitely has some of my lowest ratings on Letterboxd.
Oh yeah. Oh god, yeah. I'm not even gonna rate it. That's how low it is. However, on the good side of shoes and a good franchise, K-pop Demon Hunters and Vans are collaborating, and I kind of want a pair. When you showed me these, I looked at. Let me go to that one. The slip-ons with Derpy on the front, and I said, I kind of want it. Um, I like with the little pixelated K-pop Demon Hunters Huntrix on the front with the purple lining. I was like, okay, I like it. It also comes in a black slip-on. Comes the Soja Boys with their kind of like pop glam bright tattoos that they have on their face when they're in demon form, I guess. And then going further in, you've got the Soja Boys dressed up in their demon outfits on the back of the shoes. Very okay looking fabric, kind of fuzzy, and I kind of like it. And then the Huntrix eating their personal flavored ramens on the side of one of their shoes. Not too big a fan of them wearing their concert outfit, I guess, but overall, good looking shoes. This is the derpy one that I really liked. Yeah, I would probably buy these ones. They will be dropping in 2 days in store, and then on the 8th online.
That cat is something else, man.
Have you seen K-pop Demon Hunters?
No,
I
niece
recommend
is
it.
into it. I haven't watched it yet.
I recommend it. It's a good hour and a half of watch. Now the shoes that I have kept a secret. Hey Quincy, do you like Croaks?
What the fuck is a croak?
Croaks.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Croaks. They're not Crocs. They're Croaks.
I hate
uh,
these.
so
How would you
these
describe this?
frog shoe. That's pretty much it. Like that is the best way I can really put it. Um, they are literally a little tree frog. You can see the eyes. They are like I believe they are made of plasticized style glass on the very front of the shoe, and they are lime fucking green, and they look like a frog. $159 for these. All sizes are still available, I think. They dropped. Nope, a lot of the. Oh my god. Okay, so I didn't update this from 2 days ago when I pulled up this article. They're all sold out.
Oh my god.
So 2 days ago when they dropped to now they have sold out.
Why?
I don't know. There's also a shoe that has many eyes on it, but I'm not gonna subject you to even more craziness. Badoop. Uh, I believe it was last podcast we talked about Kith and their Marvel vs. Capcom shoes. About how I didn't really understand some of them, but good news, Kith also does this collaboration with other pieces of clothing, such as uh, regular run-of-the-mill T-shirts, wall-mounted metal prints, regular paper prints, skateboard decks, hats, and hoodies, and other various pieces of clothing. Oh wait, almost all of them are sold out. I'm like, Jesus Christ. And also, they're not cheap either. $185 for the regular sweatshirt, still has a couple sizes left in small. The vintage faux fur Jason hoodie, $345 for the character select screen. If you want the regular Nelson hoodie, $195. Oh wait, sold out. Like
Yeah, I would
y'all.
want the black and white vintage Nelson hoodie.
The Marvel Kith Ghost Rider vintage hoodie, the T, I'm sorry, I would have liked a lot of. The Deadpool and Wolverine Clash one, I would have really liked. The Black Spider-Man one, I would have liked to have gotten you for a Christmas gift, but sadly sold out as well.
I still have your
The
Christmas gift from last year sitting on my desk.
Yeah, wait, yay.
The one I'm supposed to give you because it got lost in the mail.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And then this Venom one with Spidey in the eyes. I was like, oh, that one's so cool. But once
That's
again,
pretty
a little bit of a downside for it. $75, sold out, all sizes. I'm like, where are you people getting all this money from? I like Kith. Kith does really good work, but damn if they don't make a lot of these prints. However, over on the Japanese side of Kith is a company that donates to local charities. And with their local charities, they, of course, I don't want to say charge an arm and a leg, but it's not exactly cheap. 373 USD for a Pokemon made coverall jacket with a really adorable Farfetch'd on the back. Now, Pokemon obviously has, and I believe it also comes with a leak holder too, which is even more adorable.
That's
Each
hilarious.
each one of these is made to order, so they had a set number that they were going to sell. All of them sold out within 48 hours, and I believe it is 8% of every sale goes to the Pokemon Center for Mistreated Animals in Japan. I would have loved to have supported this, even if it was just one of the lesser costly pieces, such as one of the regular shirts, 12,000 yen, I believe. Only let me do the translation here. I believe this one's not too much. Yeah, $77 for one of the regular run-of-the-mill heart T-shirts. And if you were in Japan and you go to one of the Pokemon or human-made shops, for a little bit above $80, you get a specialty heart one, depending on which one you go to, such as Akihabara, one that is in Shibuya, one that is in Harajuku, one that is in Shinsaibashi, one that is in Sapporo, etc. And I'm like, okay, that actually would have made a lot of sense to go to all of these stores to get individual shirts that 8% of every
It's like
sale,
collecting gym badges.
pretty much, and then a really nice coffee mug. And I'm like, oh man,
What did you
that's
say
actually
about the 8% of each sale?
8% of each sale goes to the Pokemon Center for Mistreated Animals. I forget the exact name of it, but yeah, they make sure that Human Made makes quality products. They sell it for an upsale, but they want to make sure that the charities that they support get the money. And I'm like, that's fair, I guess. I mean, the varsity jacket. Let's do the math on the varsity jacket, shall we? Uh, uh, uh. Oh wait, I didn't copy it. Let's do it from here then. Copy. Double click. Paste. $823 for the Pokemon made varsity jacket with the Pokemon made Pikachu on the back. Now that's a ridiculous price tag. But as mentioned, they are made to order. They are super nice, super comfortable, I would assume. They don't use any fur, etc., etc. So it's worth the price, I guess. I don't know. Oh wait, shell.
Speaking of things, what was that?
Oh, the shell, 90% wool. And I was like, well, wait, wool, sleeve, cow leather. Huh. Okay, I guess that part I misread. Translation's not perfect. Hmm.
Uh, Speaking of things selling out fast, it's one of those things where, like, I feel like companies need to understand the things that we're willing to spend our money on. Mahindra, I think is what it is. The BE6 Batman Edition SUV. This happened back in like August. They originally planned to do 300 units, but interest in it caused them to go up to 999 units. It's a SUV that is Batman themed. So, like, you know how like some vehicles now, when you open the door, it projects like a light on the ground so you can see where you're stepping. This one does it with a bat logo. It's got other things in it. It's got Batman on the side. It's somewhat inspired by the Dark Knight trilogy. It's also got a low price point of at about $33,000. All 999 units were reserved in 135 seconds of it going up.
What? What?
Well, first of all, like, that is a hell of a price for an SUV. But secondly, it's Batman themed.
I mean, yeah, if it was a full size brand new SUV with some modifications to it, yeah, I guess 33K is pretty fair.
So the outside's got like a Batman decal on the door. And then, like I said, it does a little projection thingy. And then I do believe it's got little bips and bobs on the inside, but I'm not finding the images I want right now. But yeah, with this jacket and whatnot selling out like it did, and just all these different things, like, I mean, nerd shit sells, guys.
Mm-hmm. Also, thank you for the subscription in chat. Yippee!
Thank you. There's also like, I think it's the sunroof has a Batman decal.
Ooh. So they put above and beyond for it. Do you have any images?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sure.
I have some images. Let me see if I can find like an actual article that has like.
Gotcha. While you do that, though, I'll talk
Because
about.
I was just saying, because like everything I'm finding shows just the exterior, and there's more to it than that.
Gotcha. Well, while you're throwing those at me, I'll talk about the next one because most of this stuff sold out too. Minecraft. Everyone likes Minecraft. Everybody likes Minecraft, even in the slightest. I literally last week while we were kind of getting ready for podcast, while we were discussing if we were going to have it or whatnot, I was playing a Minecraft mod, and I was given this, and I said, "Huh, this actually looks pretty fucking cool for clothing." And I'll just briefly go over it. There's a lot of meme T-shirts such as "Have Emerald, Will Trade" with a bunch of villagers, and it's very bold, big, and nonsensical. But going down into the cool territory, you have a creeper being made up of blossoms, the cherry blossoms, and then there's cherry blossoms going down the sleeves. There's pants to go along with it. Oh wait, they're all sold out. $90. Not a bad price tag for a pretty good looking hoodie. Going further down, you have the Wither jacket hoodie, denim jacket hoodie combination. $156, all sizes sold out. The little companion in a bucket, which it has a little t-shirt with a pocket that has an Alaxwaddle in it. $34 for this really nice looking t-shirt. Sold out. Further down, there was one thing that I really liked. This knit t-shirt that says "You may not rest now. There are monsters nearby," with a starry night and creatures.
Real quick, that subscription was for 25 months.
What?
That subscription was for 25 months. So 25, thank you.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, the 25 month streak. The question in chat: how do I think seamless clothing has affected our perspective on clothing? I mean, it hasn't really, just because
I don't even know how to I can't even process what that question is. Like, I honestly don't get, like, I don't understand it.
Like all one piece, like no seams.
Yeah, I mean, I'm everything I'm wearing is got seams. I'm wearing a cardigan right now that's got it's a Loch Ness Monster cardigan. There's seams, so
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah,
I think there's still a lot of options out there, I guess.
Yeah. This Warden hoodie that I actually really I don't like the Warden in game, but that hoodie looks pretty good. If I would get it for a kid, that would probably be the best. Going further down, there's another hoodie that I would really like, a very long-sleeved, very, very, very long-sleeved Enderman hoodie that almost reach ankle length for $101. You can of course tie them up. I really do enjoy it. Sadly sold out. Going even further down, these really nice crafting pants that are reminiscent of the crafting table that go along with the crafting table shirt. $108. You already know what I'm gonna say. Going further down, a standardized tools of the trade knit sweater that has all the iron tools and a few creeper faces mixed in. Sold out, $67. Some Ushankas of the Olaxwaddle and a black and white sheep, $46 a piece, sadly, sold out. The sock bundle, which was not sold out as of yesterday, are sold out now. So a bit of a bummer, which comes with some creeper socks.
Fucking nerds, man.
The super hyper nerds, man. And luckily, they're time gating some of these. Some of these are going to be coming soon, such as the keycaps for the Blossom keycaps, the Nether keycaps, a few really cool beanies, the bee beanie that I kind of want. It's a very plain Jane looking beanie, but I definitely might line up to get it. It's only $26, and you know these products are very nice, very cool, one would say, because it is at shirtswithaz.cool. Ba-doop. You showed me this. How what?
I sent you that Batman card thing.
Oh! There we go.
Okay, he just got sucked into another dimension, apparently.
Yes, sir. Alrighty. Own a Legend, the Mahindra BE6 Batman. That's actually a really boss-looking decal.
So yeah, so you got that. So if you scroll down to the next image, you can cycle through all the exterior things it has that are Batman.
Ooh, the interior looks really futuristic.
So originally they were making 300 of these. They upped it to 999, and the reservations all were done. Like they got completely reserved. within 135 seconds, like that.
I wonder what the APR looks like on this thing.
It was a $33,000 car, so
Yeah, I mean, if
I wonder what
it's
the insurance is like on it. 'Cause that's the other
yeah,
question. I think, that's
yeah,
um,
and it's electric, right? Yeah, they're electric SUVs.
I think so. Yeah, yeah.
Wow. Okay, yeah, let's take a look at oh my gosh, all the little decals, all the little tiny notches of
And then
Batman's insignia all over the
it's got the little
place.
addition thing, the
Oh
little
my,
addition plate next to the start button, so like
you know
you
what number.
can see what number you are. Yeah.
Wow, fucking nerds and their money.
Hmm.
Why can't we, the nerds, have money? Soon, hopefully. But yeah, getting a limited edition car that's all Batman themed with all of these bells and whistles for only 33,000? Golly, that is amazing. Custom Batman inspired exterior engine sounds. Cause it's an EV. There's no engine sound. So yeah, of course it's gotta make the noises. Uh it comes with a boost button, a
Oh my
gold
god, I can't think of
accented
that.
a gold accented steering wheel, in-touch controller, electronic parking brakes, and a custom key
See,
fob.
I'm in the market for a car. $33,000 is an amazing price for a car. Now, I don't think this is available in our country,
No,
but
no.
if I had known,
Oh yeah, have it shipped. You would also have to learn right-hand drive.
I feel like it would be weird at first, but then I would get a hang of it.
Yeah, a couple parking lots of driving. Um. Oh, okay. Wow, the bookings opened not too long ago, and deliveries begin September 20th, 2025, International Batman Day. Hmm. Man, I would have. Oh man, this would have been an
Imagine.
amazing purchase. All right, Bob. Bob. Oh no, 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 no. Let's go back to this. Alrighty. Speaking of Image from a while back, a new horror series based on H.P. Lovecraft, The Thing on the Doorstep. I've read most of the H.P. Lovecraft mythos before I knew how much of a crazy individual he was, but
He's
I
dead. It
would.
doesn't matter.
He's dead anyway, so whatever. But I would probably check this out just because I do enjoy the psychological horror aspects mixed in with a little bit of cosmic horror that is with H.P. Lovecraft's writing. And the thing on the doorstep has a very interesting tell, but at the same time, you don't know who the crazy one is, the doctor or the patient that's inside the cell, and um, it delves really deep into self reflection in a dark way. I recommend this story. I might get this comic, and it will be arriving to stores February 2026. It says full link in the bio at Image Comics on Instagram if you want to check it out. An interesting collaboration happened between uh, two very parallel universes. But first, Wake Up Dead Man, a Knives Out mystery drops. It already is in select theaters now, but will be dropping on Netflix on December 12th. I'm probably going to watch it because I really liked the first two Knives Out movies.
Yeah, I gotta go see. I gotta see if I can catch this in theaters before it leaves because I've seen the first two, and this is supposed to be the last one, I do believe.
Oh man, a bit of a bummer that it would be the last one. Um, I usually, I don't usually take a pen and paper whenever I watch a movie, but I'm probably gonna do that here. I love the whodunits, and I love how the breakdowns and how they show every single detail that you're supposed to catch, but you may miss because it's either so small or insignificant, and that you don't really think too much on it. I'm very curious on how this is going to write out, and I'm probably going to watch it as soon as it drops on December 12th on Netflix. But you're hoping you can catch it in theaters?
Yeah, it's not coming up on my Regal app, so I need to see. Did I already miss it?
Oh no. I grabbed this from yesterday's new for. I grabbed it yesterday for today.
There's only 2 theaters showing it out here.
Are they any good ones that you can use your Regal?
They're not Regals.
No.
It's at Galaxy at the Cannery or
Okay.
the Maya Cinemas in North Las Vegas.
Oof.
Yeah, today, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. See how long does it run? Monday and Tuesday. Each one is just those days.
And Sock says, "Happy New Zealand birthday" in chat. Thank you. Because over there it's the 4th.
Yeah.
All right, going back over to the strange parallel collaboration that I don't think I would have ever thought. Sesame Street and Knives Out. They had a
I'm here
short
for
little they had a short little 5-minute thing on the YouTube, but I grabbed the Twitter post and Netflix pushed it around, and you can now catch it on Netflix in 4K. But the voice actor for Blanc, fantastic. Accused each
Is
and
it
one.
not? Is it not Craig?
I don't know. It sounds like
Okay.
him, but I do not know. But even still, I really love this accusatory and being like, point to a monster, then you see their fuzzy little fingers, quivering up, and I'm like, this is fantastic. Once again, never would have seen this coming in a million years. But seeing as Netflix, of course, bought the rights to Sesame Street, and
No.
no,
They
no,
entered into an agreement for distribution for Sesame Street.
that's okay.
They do not own Sesame Street.
That's okay. But even still, this collaboration kind of cements it in that they are happy to work together. I would like to see more of the Benoit Blanc puppet Muppet doing more actual case solving, but I feel like it would be a little too mature for today's audiences of kids learning on Sesame Street. Getting kids interested in Knives Out is another interesting take that they're wanting to do with this.
Yeah,
But
that's an interesting one.
but at the same time, I guess if they're going from like 10 to 12-ish, that would be a fine time to kind of get them into whodunits. I kind of think. What would you think would be a Knives Out starting age?
Oh, you gotta be like a teen because you're dealing with murder.
Okay. Okay.
You know,
Then I don't know if I would show a child this then.
I mean, you can show them this, but you get them into the concept of mysteries. I mean, this Scooby Doo, like there's plenty of like mystery things you can show kids.
That's true. That is true. Yeah, this would be a good lean then, I guess, if it were a, oh, I remember growing up with this, and then you see Benoit Blanc. I'm being a little critical on it. Oh, but I like half of this. So the Grinch meal started up yesterday, the 2nd, and it comes with Grinch themed socks, which have the original Dr. Seuss style art on the socks, with of course a McDonald's logo on anywhere on the sock, and I'm like, oh, those are nice. But it also comes with McShaker fries, and McShaker fries usually you dump some
Chess is hitting there now.
Oh, have fun with this, because the salt that is going to be added is pickle flavored salt that you add to these. I like the chicken one. I like the cheese one. Why pickles? I don't like pickles. But you get a 10-piece nugget.
You're in a small minority on the pickle.
I know. I hate. Well, I just don't. I don't like cucumbers and cucumber adjacent, because I smell a cucumber. It makes me want to gag. I have that weird. There are people who have like a reaction to a groan tube where you got that, and they just want to
Yeah,
throw
I've
up.
seen that. Yeah, I've seen that.
I have similar to cucumber and cucumber adjacent. But even still, you get a 10-piece chicken nuggets or a Big Mac, along with the McShaker fries, the weird salt, a pair of randomly selected socks that is a one size fits most, and a medium drink. Not terrible, not too crazy. I don't know how much it costs, but a good collaboration all the while. I do like the socks. The socks are nice. I don't think I'm going to be adding the dill pickle seasoning to them, but I'm glad that they're bringing back McShaker fries because we haven't seen them since the cheese ones in like 2023, maybe.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, they had them for a very short time, and now
Although there was a good chunk of my life there that I just stopped eating McDonald's, so there was that.
that is true. The only thing I eat there now is just the fries, so. If they brought back the chicken flavor, I would definitely be like, "Yo, I'm going now." There's one not too far. I will walk my ass over there and get some. But I digress. A really fantastic looking figure is going to be dropping tomorrow on my birthday. So if anyone wants to get me this one, it is the Batman Ninja. The second chapter just dropped on a streaming site. I don't remember which one though.
I still haven't watched this.
Oh, it's so good. It's it's got a few things where you can see where the budget went to and where the budget didn't go to, but I could see that they had to cut corners for time constraints. But even still, this 1/10 size Batman Ninja in black and white. The pre-order launches for a very limited time on December 4th on selected retailers, including McFarlane.com. It stands at 7 3/4 inches tall, but all of that.
Thank you for the gifted sub.
Oh, thank you. Oh, went right around the corner. And the detail on this figure, and it's only 7 3/4 inches tall, and it has such fantastic. I mean, McFarlane does amazing work. And seeing as it's made out of resin, I bet you can kill someone with this thing. You just have to pick it up. I actually really recommend it. If you're not a fan of Batman's morals of not killing people, but want to see like how he would handle in the feudal era, I recommend Batman Ninja. And the last story we got here is another thing from the McFarlane Toys selection, a 7-inch figure for Static Trial by Fire. The gold label figure looks really good. A lot of the comments were kind of nudging toward wanting the animated series one, but apparently this is the original costume for Static. I was like, well, at least that's what the comments were saying. I'm only following
I
what
don't know if this is original. I'm pretty sure this is just from the newest run.
Yeah, the OG 90s design. Fire. But the fact that they're doing a Static figure is already big props. I'm happy to see it. I like Static Shock and Static adjacent. This figure looks pretty dang good in all senses, but if there was an alternative form from the animated series, I think that one would probably, in my opinion, do a little bit better. Because I like that one a little bit more.
No, I'm sorry. This is his original costume. It's just it is what's also being used in the new stuff. So that's what made me think that.
Gotcha. But I mean, if you want to pre-order it, it is available now. Available for pre-order now. And that is all I have for today.
That's everything I got.
Clap hands together. Thank you guys for joining us. Remember to like and subscribe where you can. Thank you, of course, for the subscriptions that we got today. Remember to check the links down in the description for the good old Humble Bundle. Get yourself some good old comics, some really great games for super inexpensive, while also, of course, helping out charity. Remember to check out Zenny. They're still holding their Black Friday sale even today, up until, I believe, the 6th of this month. Buy one, get one 40% off. Be sure to check out My Twitter, I've been doing a lot of posting of a lot of artists that need a little bit more light because a couple of them got laid off from their positions in indie stores. So they said, they obviously ran out their contracts, so it was already known. But go and hire some artists. They're having some commissions open. Check out Quincy's threads if you want to, see some good posts. Check out the Discord. Thank you, Socks. If you happen to want to yell at us live.
Be here in the chat.
Yep. And then, of course, Twitch. Make sure you pop into the Twitch every Wednesday at around 7 o'clock, maybe a little bit later. We'll be popping on and giving you some good old news next week. After next week, there will be the Video Game Awards. I am very excited for that.
And
I forgot to mention it.
Oh, go ahead.
Jeff Knightley, the host slash super hyper nerd of the video game industry right now, has been posting up a bunch of images of this gate that's out in the Mojave Desert, randomly placed there one day, and he just dropped the coordinates, and people have been visiting it, and it's got like armor sets embedded into it. It looks like a fucking Oblivion gate, but it has like demon heads, armor sets, smoke coming off of the tips of it. It's really weird and creepy. But then he also does like a picture from above of the streets, and people are thinking that it's involving 3 games in total. The Mojave Desert, which implies that it is a New Vegas or New Vegas adjacent. People are thinking that it's God of War because of the armor that was kind of somewhat seen on the side of the thing. People are thinking Elder Scrolls because of the Oblivion portal, and this one's a bit of a throw, but I forget. I think it's like something Mesa Drive, and people are saying Mesa, Black Mesa, Half-Life 3. That one was a bit of
Half-Life 3 is never gonna happen. They can't count that high.
You're right. Well, so the fucking voice actor of G-Man says, I just did a workout at Valve Studios. I didn't know they had a gym, and I was like, wait, why are you there? Wait, why are you there?
We'll do another prequel so they don't have to count to 3.
G-Man doesn't exist in the wouldn't exist in the prequel because he's a manifestation.
I don't know, man. Don't know what to tell you. They can't count to 3.
But late story and all, thank you guys for joining us. Remember, as I said, click all the links down in the description. Check us out. Check out Throne. I've added some items that would help out Quincy and myself. I threw a headset on there, not as you were mentioning it. So if you want to help out Quincy get a new headset, there's one there too. But at the end of days, at the end of weeks, at the end of months, at the end of years, please love one another. It is definitely free to do. I'm gonna go play some Destiny. Night, everybody.
Bye, everyone.